UPS man came today. We got parts. We're gonna go finish a couple projects. So there she is. If you remember from our last video, the blade we took off of here was 66 inches, the old blade. And when we moved this wheel all the way in as far as we could, we ended up with 64 3/4 inches total circumference. And the new blade, the only standard blade we could find was 64 1/2, which seemed to be standard because there was a lot of that size. So we were hoping it would go on here, and it did. And we have room to spare, actually. We had to tighten up the wheel a little ways, so it fit on just fine. So in the future, we'll know that a 64 1/2 inch blade will fit. So we've got this thing all adjusted. We've got all the guards back on. We've got the switch set up so where it'll turn off once it gets through with the cut. Like that. So let's make a cut. So we were pleased. That came out nice. And now we got a metal bandsaw blade that we can use. So next on the agenda, unless we get too darn cold, is our trolley for our chain hoist. So these beam trolleys, they're adjustable. This one here goes from 5 inches down to 3 inches, depending on how many spacers you have in here. And because it was set at 5 inches, we needed 4 1/4. So I removed 4 washers, and you got to do it off of both sides, because otherwise your lifting eye here is not in the center. So take equal number of washers off of both sides of this. And then when you take your washers off, you have to put your washers on the outside. So these nuts will actually get tight on this bolt that is a fixed length, and it's only got so much threads on each end. So you can't just take spacers out. You have to replace them out here on the outside. So this is set pretty much to where we need it. So let's go brave the cold outside and take this out to the barn and install it. Okay, we got her installed. We had to move 2 more washers out to the outside because it was still just a hair sloppy. But you can see, baby rolls real nice. Like butter. So now if we have something that we need to lift 2 sides on, say if it's long, and we got to lift it maybe onto the trailer or something, we have a hoist for either side. That's going to be pretty cool. Also, that trolley we bought is a 1-ton trolley, so we won't be able to overload it with a 1/2-ton hoist. So that'll be cool. So we're done in the barn. Let's go back to the shop. Looks like a beautiful day out there again, but it is flipping cold. 10 degrees with a wind chill below 0. Get out in that wind, it's ugly. So we're going to put a few tools away here in the shop, and then we're going to head back in. Ooh, feels good to be back inside. Crazy cold out there in that wind. My nose was running a marathon out there. So we wanted to update you on those 2 projects. Everything worked out really well. So now we've got that knife finished out too. So we need to spray some Varathane on that. So let's go down in the basement and get that done. We've got our blade all taped off so we can hold it down on this end. We want to get a little bit of coat on that guard as well. That'll help keep it from tarnishing. And then we're going to get a good coat on this handle. we'll come back when we got her done. So after you spray it, you continually move it up and down, keep turning it. That way it doesn't have a chance to run anywhere, and everything will tighten up before it runs. We've put a pretty good coat on it, so we don't want any little sags or anything anywhere. So we'll put this thing down to dry and it'll all be all done. It is the next day. Everything's nice and dry. You can see the antler handle turned out really nicely. Beautiful knife. Fits really well in the hand. There she is, all done. So the next step in this process is to do the leather work, and we'll do that on the next video. We haven't done a leather video in a while, so we'll do one. So we finished up those projects. I wanted to show you guys the end result of all of that, so I didn't leave you hanging on any of it. So I know it's a short video, but it's all right. So if you want to keep viewing our videos, like and subscribe. 80% of our viewers aren't even subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. Again, we don't do this for a living, but we want to reach as many people as we can. So share, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, helps the algorithm. So we love you guys. We'll see you on the next video.